Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. So I have for you guys today, I have the start of the FIFA 17 career mode with Preston North End. So every year so far, guys, since I think FIFA 15, I've done a career mode with Preston North End, and every year you guys have really seemed to enjoy it. So if you do go on to enjoy this video and you are glad to see this series come back for FIFA 17, make sure you do leave a like on the video. It will be massively appreciated. So in terms of the 30% increase in global transfer network, we're not going to do that. I want to make this series a bit of a challenge, and I don't want it to be like to go too over the top with it, but as you can see, there are the board expectations. Most of them are pretty low, apart from financial, which is placed on high. So we got a budget of 2.2 million, and I think we can do a bit of damage with that, if I'm being honest. So obviously, first of all, we do need to select a manager. I'm just gonna pick, we'll pick this guy, and we'll go in the suit. I think that's what we like. We like to go in the suit, and I'm really looking forward to this series, actually, guys. So what I want it to be as well, I want it to be like an interaction between us two. So in the description now, in the comments down below, make sure you're like answering all the questions I'm asking you guys, because I really do want you guys to be involved in this series, guys. So in terms of a difficulty, we'll start it out on world class, but if we're finding that too easy, then I'll move it up to legendary. But obviously I'm still quite new to FIFA 17, so for this point in time we'll leave it on world class. We'll do 5-minute halves, download latest, and we may as well put Champions League on in the first season. Not that it affects Preston, but we'll do that now and we'll advance into the career mode. So I'm really looking forward to this one this year, guys. Okay, guys, so now we of course have the opportunity to pick a pre-season tournament, so we will accept the invites, and as you can see, the prize money that we're actually going to get from this is pretty large. So I think we'll go to where do we want to go to? We'll go to Turkey just because we get the most money there. But in terms of playing the preseason games, in terms of for the group stage matches, I'll simulate them all. But if we do advance to the semi-finals and the finals, then I will play those games, guys. So just so you guys know. Okay, guys, so what I've gone ahead and done now is made our first team. So this is probably what our strongest lineup's going to be going into the start of the season, guys. So at this point in time, I'd say this is our strongest lineup. So as you can see, we're playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. In there, we've got Lindegaard. We've got a back foot of Woods, Clark, Bailey Wright, and Greg Cunningham. Then as a midfield two, we got Paul Gallagher and John Welsh. Then just behind the striker, we have McGeady, Daniel Johnson, and Ben Pringle. And then up front, we have Jermaine Beckford. So here are the reserves. So we got quite a big squad. So the first thing I'm going to look to do is loan out a couple of players. Okay, guys, so in terms of loaning out players, we're going to loan out Matt Hudson. I think he does actually have a future at the club, I think, so far. And what I've seen from him in real life, I've been very impressed with. Clive Smith, we're also going to offer for a 1-year loan. Robinson, that is Adam Robinson, we're going to offer for a 1-year loan. And Ben Davis as well. I don't see him getting a lot of first-team action this season, with obviously Greg Cunningham and Tommy Spur in the head of him at the left-back position. Grimshaw, I'm not sure what to do about Grimshaw. I'm going to offer him for a short loan because I think he might come in handy later in the season when we're playing like the FA Cup matches and things like that. But in terms of that, we'll just look to loan out those players. In terms of selling players, I'm not going to look to sell anyone at this point in time, but we are going to look to buy people now. But just before we do that, guys, we're going to have a look at the Preston board expectations for the current season, guys. So as you can see here, they want us to reach the FA Cup, the round of 32 stage. For the Championship, they want us to finish mid-table, which I think that's a realistic ambition, really. And they also want us to grow one youth academy player by at least 5 overall points and play them in 5 matches. So quite interesting, that one. They obviously want me to have quite a bearing on youth players, even though the youth priority is low. So that's an interesting one, really. But obviously financial's the big one so far this season. They want us to finish the season with 2.5 million. So we can't really go crazy in spending all our transfer budget if we want to stay happy with the board this year, guys. So in terms of transfers coming in this season, guys, there are 2 areas of the Preston which I would look to strengthen. So we're going to do this like I was the Preston manager. So the 2 areas that I would like to strengthen in this transfer window are a striker and a centre-back. So in this episode, we're going to go after a striker, but we're going to leave going after a centre-back to the next episode, guys. So what I want you guys to do is comment in the comments down below, what centre-back do you think would really improve this Preston side? Obviously, within our budget. Don't go mental suggesting like Sergio Ramos or someone, because that's of course not going to happen. But a realistic signing, maybe someone that's quite young, but we also want someone that's got a bit of height to them, because so far we got Tom Clark and Bailey Wright at the back, who are both under 6 foot. So I think we really could do with someone that's over 6 foot, quite a tall centre-back, maybe quite young. But let me know in the comments down below, guys, that I will be going off your suggestions for signing a centre-back. But in terms of signing a striker, guys, this is the player that I'm really interested in, Fraser Campbell. Obviously, if you don't know Preston, we're heavily linked with him in real life towards the end of the transfer window. So I'd like to keep this series quite realistic as well. So I think Fraser Campbell will be a very realistic signing. So we're going to go ahead and inquire about Fraser Campbell and see how much he's going to cost us. So as you can see here, guys, Crystal Palace have come back to to us and said that Fraser Campbell will be available for 1.3 million. So I actually don't think that's too bad. I think in terms of rating, I think he'll be in around 73, something like that. So for that sort of player, I'm quite happy to pay that amount of money. So I'll go ahead and put an offer in now for 800k. Hopefully they'll accept that, but there is another striker as well, which I'm interested in bringing in. The other striker I'm interested in bringing into the club, guys, is David Nugent, obviously. Yeah, a fan favourite at Preston, and I really would love to get David Nugent involved in the squad. We'll inquire about his availability as well, but Campbell and Nugent are the two strikers I'm really interested in. So as you can see, guys, Middlesbrough have come back and said that David Nugent is going to cost us 2.4 million, so that's a lot more expensive than Fraser Campbell is going to be, and he's actually a lot older as well. He's 3 years older than Fraser Campbell, so that would severely set back our budget, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to get David Nugent, guys. But what I am going to do with David Nugent, as he is a squad rotation player at Middlesbrough, there's a slight opportunity we may be able to get him on a loan, so we're going to see if they'll actually accept a loan deal for David Nugent. I don't see it happening personally, but you never know, we may as well try. But just before we have that, guys, we have our first pre-season friendly, guys. So well, like I said at the start of the video, guys, I will simulate these matches, so we're going out with our strongest side here, so I'm expecting to get a win from this match. Hopefully we don't get any injuries from this, but we actually lose that match. That's quite disappointing, actually. Okay, so as you can see, Crystal Palace have come back and rejected our offer we put in. We put in 800k, they've said that's not enough, so I'll go ahead and put in, I really don't want to be paying over $1 million for him. We're going to offer $1 million, but I don't want to be offering any more than that, really, because obviously we need to have money in the bank left for a centre-back. And just as expected, Middlesbrough have rejected our deal for David Nugent. They're obviously not looking to send him out on loan, which is disappointing, but maybe we'll get him next season. We also have a loan offer here for Ben Davis coming from Chesterfield. We will accept that, and good luck to Ben Davis out on loan for the rest of the season. We then have our next pre-season match, guys, so we're going to go ahead with the strongest squad we have yet again, guys. I'm hoping they'll get a win in this one, because if we don't, we probably won't progress, but we'll see what we do. And we actually draw 1-1, Jermaine Beckford getting his first goal of the season there, so not too bad from Becks. And Crystal Palace have once again said that that is not acceptable. They really want this 1.3. We're going to offer 1.2 because that does just about leave 1 million left in the bank, but he's on quite a lot of wages as well, so I'm quite worried about this deal. But we also have a transfer offer here for Adam Robinson. We're going to accept this one. He will go out on loan to Wickham for the rest of the season now. And now, guys, we have the last pre-season friendly, so I'm actually going to switch up the squad for this. I'm going to play some of the fringe players so that they do get a bit of the pre-season as well. So as you can see, we got players in here like Maxwell, Spur, Humphrey, Grimshaw, Stevie May, Hugo. So maybe we'll get a win with these lads. We'll go and see now. But we actually lose that match as well. We've lost 2-0, so we won't be progressing from the pre-season tournament. But that's not too bad. I wasn't really too concerned about that. And as you can see, we do have another loan offer here for Clive Smith this time. So we'll accept that one. That one's going to Crawley Town. So I'm happy that we're getting these youngsters loaned out. So hopefully they'll get a bit of game time. But as you can see here, guys, Crystal Palace have finally accepted this deal for Fraser Campbell. And he wants 40 grand a week. That is absolutely ludicrous for a Preston player. I just can't see us offering that. We'll offer 20 grand. He probably won't accept this, but we're probably going to have to pay all 40, but we'll see what he says to 20 grand. He's probably going to reject it, but let's see. So as you can see, he has rejected that. He does want all 40 grand, and this is absolutely ludicrous. Preston North End would never do this in real life, but just for the sake of it, we really want to get Fraser Campbell into the squad. We will pay that, but I'm not happy about that at all. And as you can see, we do have a transfer offer here for Liam Grimshaw. So Portsmouth have actually offered to take him off our hands for a short-term loan. So this is only going to be for 3 months, so we will see Grimshaw feature later down in the line in the series, but for this point in time, we are going to loan him out. So in terms of training, guys, here are the players that we're going to be training for the start of the season, guys. So we got Robinson, Pearson, Brown, Johnson, and Bailey Wright. I am going to be simulating these drills because I don't really see the point in playing them. I think it takes up too much time, but we will simulate them, and hopefully we'll get some good growth out of these players. And as you can see, guys, Fraser Campbell has actually come back to us and declined our offer. He said that our league is not prestigious enough, which is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what to do with this deal now, to be honest. I think Fraser Campbell's going to have to be a write-off this season, guys, so we're going to have to look at getting in a new striker now. Okay, guys, so after looking around for a little bit, I've actually gone ahead and decided that we may go in for Max Clayton, actually, because his contract is actually expiring in 12 months, which means that we should be able to get him for a cut price. He's only 21 years of age. He's quite a similar player to Fraser Campbell as well. He's quite pacey, which I think is what we're needing at going forward at this point in time. And he's also quite a diverse player. We'll be able to get away with playing him on the wing. So we'll go ahead and quite about Max Clayton, and I actually do think he has a decent potential as well to grow into a very good player for us. So Bolton have said that they have no interest in letting Max Clayton come to Preston, obviously with Preston and Bolton being sort of rivals, but I'm sure that a little bit of money will be able to sway them. So we'll go ahead and offer 600 grand for Max Clayton. I think that should be able to sway them, hopefully. And as you can see, Bolton have accepted that deal for Max Clayton. So the good thing about this is we're not going to have to pay ludicrous wages to get Max Clayton in the squad like we were with Fraser Campbell. And this is actually quite realistic, I suppose, because this is exactly the sort of thing Preston would do. Go after a Premier League player, get rejected, then go in for a League One player. But in all seriousness, I do think Max Clayton will be a decent addition to the squad. And we are going to be letting Matt Hudson go out on loan for the rest of the season. So good luck to Matt Hudson. Only 50 rated. Hopefully he'll be able to grow and get a lot more for next season. And there we have it, guys. Our first signing of the transfer window. We have got Max Clayton involved in the squad now. So what I like about this as well is we're improving on the nucleus of young players we've got going on in the squad at this point in time. I think that's quite important that we keep building towards it, because I do hope this series lasts for quite a few seasons if you guys obviously continue to enjoy it. But I do think Max Clayton will have a good addition to the squad. 64 rated. As you can see there, he's a very fast sort of player. That's just what we're in need of going forward this season, so he'll have a good impact on us. So we will now go into our first match of the season against Reading, and what is quite funny actually, we have Reading in the league, and then straight after that we have Reading in the EFL Cup. So we're going to be playing Reading twice in the same week, which is absolutely ridiculous. But what I do like about FIFA this year is they have got the real fixtures involved. So all the real fixtures in real life have been portrayed on FIFA this year, guys. So obviously Preston are currently here in real life, but we'll go into this game now and hopefully we'll be able to get something from it. Okay, guys, so this is the squad that I'm going to go with for the first day of the season, guys. So we have Lindegaard, Clark, Bailey Wright, Greg Cunningham, Callum Woods. Then in midfield we have Ben Pearson and Paul Gallagher, and where we have Robinson, DJ and McGeady, and then up front we have Jermaine Beckford. Okay, guys, so here we go into the first game of the season, guys, coming up against Reading away from home. So obviously in real life, like I said before, we actually did lose this match, so we were looking for a bit of revenge in this one, really. But in real life, Reading obviously love to hold on to the ball and love to have a lot of possession, so it'll be interesting to see if they do that in this game as well. But a very tough game to start the season out with, but we'll look to get something from this match. Some nice passing play here from Reading. They got the ball out wide with McCleary. McCleary manages to get a ball in, and we're going to have to... Ooh, a bit of a dodgy touch there, but we got it clear. Nice interception there from Paul Gallagher. He'll play the ball to Robinson. Robinson will look to cut inside. Robinson get the ball on his stronger foot and have a shot through there. Oh, Callum Robinson, unlucky. Almost tested the keeper there. If that went in, that would have been one of the goals of the season already. But unlucky from Callum Robinson there. Trying his effort from there, and it just goes wide. But finesse shots this year have been pretty decent, but not a bad start from us there. Oh, we've won the ball back here. We got the ball here with DJ. DJ, can he get a shot away? Oh, Beckford's blocked it. Oh, Jermaine, you got in the way of the shot, man. Well, let's go. McGeady's won the ball back there. McGeady's done very well in that position. McGeady, what can you do? Can you find it in the back post? Oh, that's very cheeky. Finish that, Jermaine. Oh, Jermaine Beckford. How's he not scored that? Jermaine Beckford, what a chance that was. That ball in from McGeady was so cheeky. It was sort of like what Pyatt did against Watford, but Beckford just scuffs his shot. That's the best chance we've had so far. DJ does well in that position. DJ looks to find Gallagher on the run. Paul Gallagher going through on goal. Gallagher, can he find the top corner? Gallagher! Oh, what a save from Al Habsi. We should be 1-0 up with the chances we've had in this first half. Gallagher really should be doing better with that. He managed to break through. It was DJ with the ball through to him, but Al Habsi makes a very good save. And there we have it, guys. So that is full time, guys. So in the end, we've actually drawn 0-0 with Reading, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, that second half, actually nothing happened in the game. It was literally the most dire second half of FIFA I've ever seen in my life. But in terms of the chances we had in the first half, we probably should have won this match, really. So, a bit disappointed with that, with all the chances we had. So, there we have it, guys. There is the championship table at the end of this episode, guys. So, thank you so much for watching. So, if you have enjoyed, make sure you do leave a like on the video. And if you are happy to see the Preston North End career mode return, make sure you smash a like. It is always massively appreciated. As well as that, make sure you comment in the comments down below as to a centre-back you think I should sign to help improve this Preston North End squad, guys. So, in the next episode, usually in these Preston career mode episodes, I'll have 3 or 4 matches. But just because it was the first episode today and we had quite a bit to do previously, we only have time for 1 match today, but in future episodes there will be 3 or 4 matches. But like I said, guys, that will now wrap it up for this video. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you do leave a like on the video. It is always massively appreciated. Make sure you check out all the links in the description down below. Make sure you leave a comment as well as to what you thought of the Aston Villa game as well. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.